Welcome to this first part of this training module on using child welfare administrative data. This part of the module focuses on child welfare outcomes and performance indicators, what they are and why they are important. The following topics are covered. First, federal child welfare outcomes and reporting requirements. Second, the administrative database used in California to track and report upon outcomes. And third, where you can find data related to these outcomes, as well as other child welfare related data. States are required to report their progress on a number of child welfare outcomes to the federal government through the Child and Family Service Review, or CFSR process. Outcomes that states report upon include child safety, child permanency, and child well-being. The federal government has set standards for some of these outcomes, and states that fail to make adequate progress toward achieving these outcomes can be penalized. The tracking and reporting of agency performance in attaining child welfare outcomes is important for several reasons. First, it provides an accounting to the public and to policymakers of the degree to which our public child welfare system is meeting the needs of families and society. Second, it enables practitioners to have a sense of the effectiveness of the work they are doing with children and families at risk of maltreatment. State child welfare agencies track outcomes using administrative data systems into which caseworkers enter information related to client demographics, child case characteristics and placement information, and case outcomes. In California, the administrative system is called CWS-CMS, or Child Welfare Services Case Management System. It's also a case management tool. The federal government has identified specific indicators that states are to use to measure their performance on outcomes. For example, to measure child safety, indicators tracked are 1. The percentage of children with a substantiated allegation during a 6-month period who are not victims of another substantiated allegation within the next 6 months, and 2. The percentage of children served in foster care during the year who were not victims of a substantiated maltreatment allegation by a foster parent or facility staff member. All the data from the 58 California counties' CWS-CMS systems are sent to the California Department of Social Services, or CDSS. CDSS sends the data to the Center for Social Services Research at UC Berkeley. There, the data are reconfigured and made publicly available on a website through a partnership called the California Child Welfare Indicators Project. Just as states report outcomes to the federal government, California counties report on these outcomes to the state. Data and graphs provided on the website by the project helps them to do this. Counties can find data on their performance on each of the indicators and see how their performance compares to the national standard. The graph on the left here shows the rate of re-entry to foster care following reunification in Los Angeles County compared to the national standard, which is shown in pink. You can also find a lot of additional information on the site about child welfare outcomes and agency performance. There are posted presentations where you can learn about different trends, such as the overall decrease in the number of children in care in the last decade, or the difference in the foster care entry rate by child characteristics, such as age or ethnicity. You can see here, for instance, that infants enter care at much higher rates than children of other ages, and that children in certain ethnic groups, such as African American children and Native American children, enter foster care at much higher rates than children of other ethnic groups. This concludes part 1 of this training module. In the next segment of the module, child welfare stakeholders explain how they use child welfare data in their work.